karishyami siddhirbhavatu me sada. I will revise a little, and then if you people have any question can ask, and then we'll proceed to new thing. So last class in noun part we have read our first participle, that is for past tense, and that is named as ktavatu. Half ka, half ta, then va, and then ta, then u. So this is the name of the participle or suffix which gets added to the noun root, and it forms a new noun. Sorry, verb root. It gets added to verb root and forms a new noun root. So we have to see like this. This tavatu is a suffix, that is pratyaya. It is only added in a verb root, that is dhatu. When it is added, then you get a noun root as a result. So that noun root now will follow the noun genders to become a useful word, that is called as padam. So we know like there are two kind of padas. One can be noun pada, one other can be kriya pada. So this since this participle is made from verb root, it always indicates action, an action. But since it is under category of noun, it follows all the nomenclature and everything of noun, like it has gender, it is derived in vibhaktis, it is not treated as a pure verb. So pure verbs are called as ting anta. So like this is anta, like it is krit is at the end. So pure verbs are ting at the end. So there are one class or category of pratyaya, they are called as ting. So they give all this thing. You can see like pathati is that T is from thing only. So there we have seen that this pratyaya makes life easy for using past tense. So for Pumlinga we saw like all the sentences will become like van, vantau, vantah. Like pathitvan, pathitvantau, pathitvantah for Pumlinga. There will be one difference. So some other sentences you will see like dhanwan and kirtivan, like all those words. So you just see like is the beginning part, first part of this is a verb. So dhana is not a verb. So you will figure out that this is not that same type. Like they are not our ktavatu. So dhanwan, these things are different kind of pratyaya, but word looks same because of van. Similarly for strilinga, it will be vati, and the format or the model form will be you can use nadi or any ikaranta strilinga. Like for nadi it is nadi, nadyau, nadyah. So for bhavati it will be, for pathitavati it will be pathitavati, pathitavatyau, pathitavatyah. They both will give the same past tense meaning. Napumsak linga is very rarely used. So but that the form is pathitavat. So as you know already, Napumsak linga is only different from Pumlinga in only first two cases. Nominative case, which is karta, prathama vibhakti, and the objective case, which is accusative case in English. For rest all cases, we have these two are common, Pumlinga and Napumsaklinga. So any one if you know, other one you will know automatically. So as of now, we again know like we figure out what other than noun words are there in a sentence through questions. So we figure out first what is the action happening. So then we ask set of questions on the action and we get certain words in reply. So those questions in Sanskrit can be of 7 type. So first we saw we can ask on the action who is doing this action. So suppose there is a sentence like Ramah likhati. So first we will figure out what is the action happening here. In all Sanskrit sentences, there should be at least one action happening. So that is how a sentence is defined in some grammatical shastra, that is called as ek ting vakya. Vakya, which is sentence, is one thing. Minimal smallest vakya is one verb. So without verb there is no vakya. Sometimes it doesn't see prominently seen in sentence, like one can say Sundarah Balakah. So you can see there is no verb in this, but for these cases it is said verb is hidden, that the word is adhyahara. So the hidden part is called as asti. So here it will be asti, like Sundarah Balakah. So hidden part is santi. Like you can you can safely say, like every time we will have a verb. So once you have a verb, you will ask the first question, who is doing this action? Then you will get who is the karta of that thing. So writing karta, we know like that is the prathama vibhakti or the nominative case. So Rama, noun root Rama will become Ramah. Noun root for feminines, mostly they remain same, like Rama will remain Rama, Nadi will remain Nadi in nominative case. Second is once the result of action, who is getting, where the result of action is achieved. If you ask that question, what, whom, then you will get the second case. Third one is when you will ask the question by what instrument this action is happening. So if somebody, there is a sentence like Ramah gacchati, Ramah rathena gacchati. So first you will figure out what is the action happening. So you will say gacchati. Someone is going currently, present tense. That person is one, whoever is going, and it is not me or you. Some third person is going, single third person is going. We don't know the gender. Then you will ask, seeing the sentence only, you will ask like kaha gacchati, who is going? You will get a reply, that is the doer of this action. Now you will ask kena gacchati, by what he is going. Then you will get reply from the sentence rathena gacchati, that is tritiya. Last time we saw like there is another chaturthi vibhakti, that is called as sampradana. Sampradana is dana, if you remember last. Dana is related to donation, receiving or giving something. So mostly it is used in those places where something taking or giving is there. We saw like how the receiver is always kept into this vibhakti to show like he is the adhikari or he is getting the dana thing. He is receiving the dana. So anyone receiving will go in fourth. Like every vibhakti, there are two ways we read vibhaktis. One is the general rule that we saw, like you can ask the question kaha and you will get reply that. And one case is that is exceptional rule. So like for Dvitiya we saw if paritaha, bhitaha, ubhayataha, those words are there, mandatorily you will make it Dvitiya. If adhi upsarg with tishtha and tishtati and vasati dhatu is there, then again you will put them in Dvitiya. So those were exceptional cases. For Tritiya also there was one saha, vina, like that. For Chaturthi there are few. So like Namah, Swasti, Swaha, Swadha, Alam, Vashat, like that. So that you have already read. So for Chaturthi there is a very famous shloka that is given as Chaturthi practice example. Everybody I think knows that. I will just chant it again if you want to. रामाय रामभद्राय रामचंद्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायापतये नमः. So in this you see the last thing is Namaha. So Namaha will guide everything to be in Chaturthi. So whoever you is receiving your Namaste, they should all be in Chaturthi. So if you start Ramaya, so ending in Ya, Aya is telling like this is Chaturthi. Then Rama Bhadraya, again you see Rama Bhadraya, again ending in same type of thing. So this also is in Chaturthi. Ramaya, Ramabhadraya, Ramachandraya. So as of now I am revising Narasimha Mahodaya. No page. Page when I will start I will share. So then Ramachandraya. Vedhase is also Chaturthi, that you will Vedhas, one Sakaranta Shabda is there. So like that if you go all the thing you will see everything is in Chaturthi. So that slok is for Chaturthi. So with this I think you should be able to figure out why there are so many vibhaktis. My point is only this: you should be able to differentiate between verb and noun. You should be able to find the link why other languages are not having this so-called vibhakti and why Sanskrit is having, because Sanskrit is, instead of using so many things to make a sentence, it is changing the words itself to convey or overload the word with all other maximum possible meanings, so that you have less number of words in a sentence and order is free. So two things you will get if you load. So if you have to say Rama is doing, so Rama is doing, if you see, and if somehow you encode most of the information in Rama only, so then the order you will kill, and second you will express the same feeling in concise manner. So that is the beauty or whatever you take. So now we will start today's going forward from there. Before that, if anyone has any doubt from last class, anything understanding issue, so now it is more of content. So it is better you ask anytime you have any doubt.
Mahodaya.
Namaste
Mahodaya. On page number 122.
Page number 122.
18th one.
18th.
Here, third person is Samskrita Bhyasaha, but it is grammar.
So
how Mahyam should be.
so
it should be the first.
No, so you have to see here Mahyam is not the doer. So Mahyam is not the karta. So he is the receiver. He is the receiver of what? The liking. Rochate. So that is how now here for this kind of sentences you can assume like sometime karta can be expressed in Chaturthi also, if he is the receiver. It is means the way you want to justify this in that way I am telling. There are two ways. Either you think this way, like sometime when Chaturthi, when some liking is there, then Karta can be in Chaturthi also. By default we know as of now Karta is always in Prathama. So here Mahyam, when this, for this case only, when Asmad comes, for this case only it happens like it looks like you are in Chaturthi, but how come how to make the relation between verb and this Chaturthi? So that is why if you see they have used this Samskritabhyasaha. So in which vibhakti is this?
Pradhama Vibhakti Ekavachanam.
This rochate is again Pratham Purusha Ekavachana. So they have written this this way so that you can say Samskrita Abhyasah Rochate. So to whom it rochate? Mahyam rochate. But if you translate it and by meaning you see, this fellow is the doer, this fellow is the karta, but this is in the receiver form, so this is the confusion. So what I'm trying to tell you, there are two ways to understand this. First way is simple way. You can assume like sometime in case of receiving, karta can be in the fourth case also. Other way to understand is Samskrita Abhyasa is the karta for this sentence and Mahyam is the Chaturthi, is the receiver. Is it make sense or not?
Astu Mahodaya. I got it.
Okay. Any other doubt? Okay. So we will go further. So now you see some other Vyavharik Grihopakarnani Shabda are there. So these are the Pumlinga Shabda. Asandah, chair is a Pumlinga and table is a Strilinga. Utpithika is a Strilinga Shabda. Like you see, Almira is a Strilinga. Kapatika, Avakarika, dustbin, Pushpadhani. So they are Strilinga, but Asanda is a Pumlinga. So again, you need not to worry about. So like initially when you learn any language, you don't ask so many questions. Why it is like this? Why it is like that? So, but it doesn't mean like things are random. So they are properly defined. But as of now, with less questions, take them because they are meant to make your vocabulary. So just accept them only for vocabulary. So Deepa means for any light. So Kara Deepa, Kara means hand. So Deepa, a light which can be carried in hand. That is called in English torch. So there may be other Deepas like here. Dand means stick. So Danda Deepa means some Deepa which is like stick, tube light. Now there may be some Vidyut Deepa means one Deepa which gives light from electricity, electric bulb you can say. So with that you can make sentences and you can understand also. So if you know Deepa, then which Deepa it is. Talah, it is again masculine for lock. Katah is mat. Pinjah is switch. Samikaraha, something which makes something samana. Samikara, iron box. Darpanaha is mirror. Syutaha is bag. So Nalika is tap, Kunchika is key, Tala is male, Kunchika is female in the word itself. Agni Petika is matchbox. Now you can again see Petika is box regardless of what kind of box it is, and Agni Petika. So somewhere where the fire is kept. Durvani, Shayya, Javanika is curtain, Petika is box written here. Chulli is for oven or stove or gas. It is called chulli. So Sammarjani, broom is called as Sammarjani. Marjani means something which cleans. Sammarjani means which some is a upasarga. Now you know the upasargas also. So you try to whenever you read any sentence, you try to see if there are any upasarga. So if you take the upasarga out, then you will have the clear word. So Marjani, people might know Marjani already, and there may be different kind of Marjanis. So some has added. So this is giving a feeling of broom. Upadhanam is pillow. Pada Shodhanam. So Pada you know, Shodhanam means something which cleans. Pada, something which cleans your Pada. So one question many people ask, like what is the in this current whatever days when everything is like all computer mobile related things are directly named in English only, so how see most of the our our languages, whatever we use as native languages, there also we don't use our words for those things. Like for mobile, nobody uses any Durvani or anything. People use mobile only. So similarly, going forward, a situation will come where there will be many sentences from foreign languages than your native languages. So our some languages, or you can say most of the languages, since tradition is not there, they are not capable of generating words. So any new thing comes, what is the corresponding word you will use in our language? Is nobody, government or no any other people are doing it, making it popular. And because of that or because of other things, language also has lost the capability. So for that, Sanskrit is very good. Sanskrit can create word and loan it to other languages. I think all Indian languages, because they already have so many Sanskrit words, and people also will not, general people will not understand. Whoever have concern like their language should remain pure, that this word is coming from outside, and it will give the clear meaning also. So Kankatam, you already know. Comb, Chhatram is an umbrella. They are all Napumsak lingas. Now we will come to Prahelika. Any questions?
In this chapter, Sukti we didn't go through.
Oh, okay. Fourth one. Okay. Okay, I will cover that. Thank you. So, Dantair Heenah. So there is a small ra here. Dantair Heenah. So that is because of Sandhi, that ra. So it is Dantaihi. Which vibhakti is Dantaihi? Any guess?
This Tritiya Vibhakti, Ramena Ramagam.
Tritiya Bahuvachana means instrument case, plural instrument case. So Danta is used as instrument here, and Danta is plural. So Hina means without that, means you don't have. Dantaihi Hina, without teeth. Shila Bhakshi, so without teeth, it is eating Shila. Shila means stone. So without teeth, it is eating Shila. Whoever that guess, you have to guess. Nirjivaha. This wo is because of Sandhi. Nirjivaha. So it is Nir. Nir is upsarga here. If you see Nirjivaha. Jiva everyone knows. Jiva means life. Nir means without life. Bahu. Bahu is for too much. Bhashakaha. It is Bha is capital, means it is for speaking. So it doesn't have life, but it speaks too much. Gunasyuti samriddha. This is one word. Gunasyuti samriddha. Then this is api. This is because of sandhi o and this yes symbol. So Gunasyuti samriddha api. Gunasyuti means full of gunas. Samriddha means rich. He is full of good gunas. Then also Parpadena. Par means somebody, paropakara, like somebody other. Padena. This also is Tritiya. So instrument. Padena. Pada means leg or feet. Padena means by feet. Parpadena means by someone else's feet. Gachati, goes. So now we'll combine it and ask. Dantair Hina, this fellow, whoever I am asking, like who is he doesn't have any teeth, but he can eat, but he eats Shila, stones. It doesn't have life, but he speaks too much. It is full of virtues or gunas, but then also it goes on different, by different leg, different person's feet. So what is this? Just try a good guess.
Moves to other feet means maybe Slippers like that.
Yeah, it is slipper only because it satisfies all condition, right?
Now they heard it.
Sometimes it eats stones also, and sometimes it makes too much sound also,
Right.
and okay, so that is a good Prayalika. So this is our Sukti here. Sukti, if you see, what is the Su in Sukti?
Upasarga.
Upasarga. So now we have to remember that. How many Upasargas?
22.
22.
22.
Yeah. So better someday learn them. Which are they? Pra, para, like that. You learn them. So it will be good to figure out. Like, see, it all depends on if you can figure out what is the word, then you know the meaning. Because words are less, but the way the prefix and suffix come and join, that makes too much word. So now if you, for example, you see Rama is the one word, but if in Vibhakti only, if you see, it becomes in 24 ways. Ramaha, Ramam, Ramena, Ramaya. So going further again, you will learn.
Ramabhyam, Ramo.
So those different type of things are there. So if you learn how to figure out upasarga and pratyaya, then all things are easy. So mudha means somebody who is not wise, fool. Para is again same upasarga, means others. Pratyayaneya buddhi. Pratyayaneya buddhi. So buddhi means intellect or mind. Para means other. Pratyayane means who takes inspiration or follows. So Mudha, whoever is fool fool person, he will always go through other person's buddhi only. He will not try to do his own reasoning. So this is the way to figure out who is Mudha or something. Okay, so now we will come to Sangrahya Vishayah. So today our god is Surya. So Dhyayah. So this is some different kind of word that you will learn in next one. Dhyaya means meditate. Dhyanam, like we say. From that it is made as Dhyaya. So it means like we should meditate on. Sada is Avyaya. It is for always. Savitru. What is Savitru? Eh? So if in like our in Gayatri mantra, whatever we say, Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tat Savit Varenyam, like that. What is that Savita there? So sun has another name, that is Savita. So Savitru Mandal. Mandala means group, constellation. Madhya means middle, Varti. So our sun is in whatever our grahas are there, in middle of them, right? So for that it is telling. Narayana. So Narayana, you know who is Narayana. Sarasija. Sarasija is what? Sarasija is lotus. Asana. Asana means sitting. Sannivishta means properly sitting there. Keyuravan. Keyur. Now you see Keyurvan. This is not Patitvan one. This is Dhanvan one. Because Keyura is not a verb. Keyur is a jewelry which is worn on, I think.
Stones are good.
No. It is worn in, I think, in hand somewhere on the top of hand.
Bhujam.
Arm. top part of the arm. Keyur. So
भुज की
Keyuravan means somebody who is wearing that particular thing. Anklet or armlet, something.
yeah.
So, like Dhanavan is someone who has dhana. So, Keyurvan is someone who has that jewelry. Then Makara means crocodile. Kundala means a jewelry wore in ear,
Yes.
earring. Van means again same. So, Makara Kundala Van, someone who is wearing a kundala, a earring of Makara design. Kiriti is for your whatever is wore on the head.
Right.
So Hari is for Hara, garland. How is that garland? Hiranya
Hiranyamaya.
Maya. So Hiranya is what?
Gold.
Gold. Maya means shining like that. Vapuhu.
Akash. Okay.
Vapuhu means body. Vapu means body. Dhrit means one who is wearing.
Wearing the ring. Okay.
Shankha everyone knows. Conch, Chakra.
Okay.
Chakra, you know that our whatever Vishnu has. So now if you can read it again, then you will get the gross meaning, and that is what our main aim is.
Dhye Sada
Sada
Swadam.
Savit Mandal Madhyavarti. Let's we concentrate on the that who is in the middle of our solar system. So like that, or we can go with this meaning. I bow to that sun god who is Lord of universe. Now here it is not exact translation. Bestower of knowledge of ultimate scientific knowledge, salvation, remover of sin. No, I think this is. Oh, there is problem. I think this scanning has some problem because this meaning is not of this. Let me find the book.
In our book, it is different, Mahodaya.
It should be different. I think scanning it
What
got
should
cut.
great Nagana who shines at the center of the sun's orbit.
So in
He
book
seated
now I am
in the
seeing
lower
here.
and is very numbers.
Same thing. What I said. We figured out from this. We have to match there. So in English it is written one should always pray. So that is dheya.
Jhana. Okay.
Dhyana
Dhyaye Sada everywhere, every time.
shines at the center. Madhya Mandalavarti. Sun's orbit. Narayana. And again he in English it is written he is seated on a lotus and wearing armlet, ear ornaments shaped like crocodile, a crown is kiriti, a garland is hari, and necklace, a conch and discus,
Who is doing
are they,
Bhagavan Kiredi Hari?
and shines with the golden form. Vapuhu, that is the body. Body is how is the body? Hiranyamaya. His body is like Hiranya. So Vapuhu Dhrita Shankha Chakra.
Hiranyamaya sentence.
So his body is Hiranyamaya, like shine of the gold.
No meaning, right? I want shabda how to pronounce Hiranyamaya Vapudra Shankha Chakra. Ek hi word hai.
This is a single word. Hiranmaya Vapur Dhrita Shankha Chakra.
Vapudhrut. Okay.
So if you want to pronounce, if you want to break, then there is a sandhi, you can break it. Hiranyamaya Vapuhu, that is a separate. Vapuhu, then you can make it separate. Then the rest part can be separate. Dhrita Shankha Chakra.
Then whenever we are saying the prayer, we can make it different. Viched kar sakte sandhi ka?
No, it is not like that. Means when you are in prayer,
Yeah.
then you can vikched only when you take a pause here.
But praying means we continue to same sentence. Single sentence you can.
Because if you are not taking pause, then whatever chanda is there, that will break. So the way in the tune you are singing, that tune will break.
Okay.
So
Hiranyamaya Vapudra Shankha Chakra.
Hiranmaya Vapuhu Dhrit Shankh Chakra. Then after Vapuhu, you have to take a small pause.
Okay.
Because when you pronounce two things together very without any pause, then only sandhi happens. If you take the pause, sandhi will disappear.
Okay.
So that is the logic there. So next one is Tam Suryam Jagatam Natham. So what is Tam?
Tam means who they
Tam means him. Saha Tau Te. Prathama vibhakti is there. Then Tam Tau Tan.
they
Dvitiya is there. So Tam means him. Suryam. Suryam is again in Dvitiya. To that Surya. Who is that Surya? Jagatam Natham. Who is Natha means owner, or you can say boss of Jagata. Jagata is Prapancha, is world. Then Jnana Vijnana Mokshadam. Who is giver of knowledge and Vijnana. Mahapapaharam, and one who is mover of Mahapapa, not small papa, even bigger also he can take. Devam, Devam to Deva, Tam, him, Suryam, Surya, Pranamami, Aham. There is a sandhi. Pranamami. Pranamami is same like Pathami. So, Tam Purusha, Ekavachana. Pranamami, Aham. So, there are only two vibhaktis in this whole shloka. Jagatam. Jagatam is, I think, Shashti. Jagatam is Shashti. So, Tam Suryam Natham Jnana Vijnana Mokshadam Mahapaparam Devam Tam Suryam, they all are Dvitiya.
Yeah.
And Jagatam is Shashti. Pranamami is the verb. And Aham is the Karta. So if you have to properly understand, you know the verb, you can ask. Kaha Kaha Pranamami. Aham Pranamami. So then the next question will be Kam Pranamami. To whom you are doing the salutation. So you can say Tam Pranamami. Him, I do him. Then you can ask again, who is him? Which him? Then you will say Suryam.
Jagatam Natham.
So then you will say Natham. Then he will ask Kasya Natham. Whose Natham he is? Whose boss is? Then Jagatam. So like that you can ask question that you will learn in next classes or next level. So as of now, just getting the sthula meaning will suffice. So you should be able to make your own whatever second language is there meaning in that. That is it.
Tam Suryam Jagatam Natham Mahapapaharam Deva. Tam Suryam Pranamami.
So now we'll come to next one, Vangmaya Parichayah. So here today, now you see we started from Veda, then we went to Upanishad, then we went to Ramayanam, Mahabharatam, then we went to our Vijnana Shakuntalam, last time I think Bhasa Natakam, and now we are coming here to how the literature is classified in Samskrita. So normally, like everywhere, means generally every language has a prose, poetry, and drama. So here also all three things are there. Prose is called as Gadya, poetry is called as Padya, and drama is called as Natakam. So, but all these things comes under a same name that is called as Kavya. So like in Hindi, we say Kavya means in Hindi poetry. But in Sanskrit, Kavya means all. Gadya also, Padya also, and Nataka also. And there is one other type of literature in Sanskrit that is mixed of Gadya and Padya, prose and poetry. That is called as Champu. So there is a Champu Ramayanam, like that Bhojaraja Likita. So
So
all
Kavya, so 3 items are there.
no, I will come there. So every literary work is Kavya, regardless it is prose or poetry, drama or mix of prose and poetry, it's a Kavya.
Okay.
Then the broad segregation will happen as that how you enjoy the Kavya. What is the way to enjoy the Kavya? You see that thing, then enjoy, or you listen that thing and then enjoy. So according to that, they divide. So Natakas are not for reading. Drama is not for reading, means you can read also, but mostly it is written for act and do. So acting things will come into Drashya Kavyam. So one which you see and then enjoy. And all other this Gadya, Padya, Champu, they will come in Shravya Kavyam, means you listen and enjoy. So these are the two basic division they do. Drish Kavya is one which can be presented on stage and watched. Watch. This is Pashyati, Drish Dhatu. Pashyati we have seen, right? So that the root of that is Drakshyati in future tense. That is Drishya, something which can be seen. So and Shravya. Shravya is like we have seen Shrunoti. From that it is coming Shravya. Shravya means heard. Kavya is to be heard and enjoyed. So drama in English is called Nataka here, or Nataka in Hindi and all, but here it is called as Rupaka. Nataka is one type of Rupaka. So there are 10 ways a Rupaka, 10 type of Rupaka. And
Yeah,
there
Kampu means
Champu, not Kampu. This is IAST.
CH is not there. That's what.
No, chapter 1, sir, if you read, there is a, like this U has a bar on top, right? So this
Okay.
is not simple English. This is a encoded IAST, one form is there. See, K, A, then there is a bar. So that is
Okay.
telling this A is Dirgha A, Kavya. Champu, this is a big one. So like that, this is IAST. In first chapter, it is written how to read this kind of, like here you see S is written and one tilted line is there on top. To telling it is Shra. Here you see R is written and below a dot is written.
Yes.
Single matras, sir.
No, these are for Indian because English has only 26 letters, right? And we have so
Yes.
many letters, so you cannot make like that is the problem. If you something you read in Bangalore, any North Indian reads the same thing in different way, and a South Indian will read in different way. A foreigner will come and read it in different way, because our letters cannot be expressed by 26 English letters. So these are some extra letters added, and one new format is made that is called IAST. So International something Association for Sanskrit Transliteration. So that is in chapter 1. You can see how Ka is written, how all those things are written. Here you see Mahakavyas. So if it is not, A is not there, any reader, English reader can read it Mahakavyas.
That's why Sanskrit for coding it is usually in computer language like this only.
Right. So these are the 10 type of Rupakas. One of the type is called as Nataka. So what is drama in English or in other languages? So there are some very famous Rupakas like this one, Abhijnana Shakuntalam. This is very famous, and by Kalidas. These are all are very famous, but Abhijnana Shakuntalam is anyway. So there are Panch Mahakavyani. So Maha, the word itself is telling that they are biggest or big, both work-wise also. There is a way to qualify which Kavya is Mahakavya, that you will read going forward. But as of now, you know that these are the best Kavyas of Sanskrit. Kavya means something Laukik literature. It is not related to puja, god, philosophy, any other Shastra, Vyakarana and all. They are like Laukik this thing. rasa, Sringar rasa story like that. So Raghu Vamsham is from Kalidasa. It is for I think all the Bhagwan Ram's all dynasties mentioned here.
Vamshavriksham.
Vansavriksham, yeah, you can say every king is there. I think next level you will read some of the stories from here. Kumar Sambhavam, you know Kumar is who? Who is Kumara? Subramanya Sambhavam means his birth. So all the stories and everything, how he came, how he killed all demons, everything is here in this one. Kalidasa has written 2 Mahakavyas and 1 Nataka also. His thing is here. So he has written I think 3 Natakas, but 1 is a very famous one.
Famous is that.
Then Kirata Arjuniyam. So Kirata, you know who is Kirata?
Shiva.
Shiva. Kirata word meaning it is something hunter, some you can say tribe. So Shiva came in that form. Arjuna is our Arjuna. So they are related to them. Kirata Arjuniyam, written by Bharavi. Shishupal Vadham, you know Shishupal was a relative of Krishna. How his thing goes. Naishadhiya Charitam. This is there is Sriharsa, written by Sriharsa. This is Nal Damayanti, if you have heard about.
Yes.
Story.
Their story is in this one. So these are poetry. They are in shloka form. These are in padya. They are in prose form. Kadambari. This is very famous. Bana is the writer. Vasavadatta and Dashakumar Charitam Dandi. Bana, Dandi, they are very, very profound writers. They have written very, all like, in all, whatever the parameters are there to measure the literary work, on all those parameters, they are very good. Modern or old, both. Then this is Champu Ramayanam. This is a very famous Ramayana. Nowadays, people, when Valmiki Ramayana itself not reading, then how one will read this? But this is a very famous one, Champu Ramayanam by Bhojadeva. So he was king of I think Avanti or Ujjaini, Bhojadeva. He has written so many books. Vyakarna also he has written books. So, but his Champu Ramayanam is famous. And most of the Champu style is written in South India because it is written mostly after these attacks started happening on India. So North was not in proper stage that time. So South was little bit safe. So it all is written here. Mostly you see Ananta Bhatta, Venkatadhwarihi, Neelakantha Dikshita. They all are from South. So most of the Champu works happened in South only, and South now also it happens in South. It is happening more than North. That was about the Kavyas. Now
Ramayana is clear now. Ramayana. That is Champu Ramayana. Now in DD they are showing, it seems. That is Champu Ramayana or normal that Valmiki Ramayana?
Normal Ramayana.
Serial Ramayana, that whatever comes on DD, that is mix of all Ramayana.
Yeah.
So they created their own story, and whatever language they are using, that is their own. But they took from everywhere, because in Valmiki Ramayana, Sita Swayamvar is not there. So there, like no king comes and nothing marriage doesn't happen. So they have taken all Ramayana, Kadam Ramayana, Champu Ramayana, Ramcharitmanas.
What is the special of Champu Ramayana?
Ramayana is Ramayana, nothing special, the same story, but it is written in Champu. Champu is a style, some prose, some poetry.
Mixed.
Mix of that, yeah. Now you can tell story of Ramayana to your kid. So story essentially is same only, right? The way you are narrating, that is different. So Bhojadeva has narrated it in Champu style.
Okay, Champu style.
Now we'll come to Katha. So I will read it because we don't have much time. So I will read, and all the important things I will keep on telling. Title is Nyaya Shraddha. So Nyaya Shraddha is the meaning, the devotion in justice. So Purvam means some time before. Sagarah Nam Nripah Asit. Asit is past tense verb. Sagarah Asit Nripah. He was a king named Sagara. Earlier he was there. Tasya, to Sagara means Sagara has Patni Dvayam Asit. He had two wives. Kintu, but Ekah api putrah na asit. You can understand now with your understanding with Sanskrit, you can understand. But he doesn't have any son. Ataha Sagarah, not sons, son. So this you should be very particular, like what it is plural or singular.
Okay.
Ataha Sagarah dukhitaha abhavat. Because of that, Sagara became sad. Anantaram, later, Saha ekam munivaram sevitvan. Later he pleased one muni. Munivaram, ekam munivaram. To one muni he sevitvan. This is our tavatu. So he did seva to one muni. Munivaraha, Munivaraha. Varaha means who is best among. So like we say Vara Vadhu, right? When marriage happens. Vara means someone which is best for this Vadhu. So that is Vara.
Sreshta.
Shrestha. Here Munivara means best among munis. Shrestha Muni. Santushtah Abhavat. This is past. He got satisfied. Saha Varam Ayachat. This is also past. He gave Vara. Means boon. Sagarasya Jeshtha Patni Ekam Putram Alabhat. So the elder wife of Sagara got one son. Tasya Nama Asamanjah, and his name was Asamanja. Kanishta Patni Shasti Sahasram Putran Alabhat. Smaller wife had got 60,000. Shasti Sahasram is the 1,000. Putran plural Alabhat. She got 60,000 sons. Kalah atitah, samayah atitah, time past. Sarve putrah avardhanta. This is Atmanepadi, vardhate. And in past, all putrah, sons, grew. Rajkumarah asamanjah bahudushtah asit. Prince Asamanja was very wicked. Saha vinodartham. Kimartham? Vinodartham. Vinod means enjoyment. Vinodartham nagarasya of city anyan balan, other kids, jale in water, shipati throws. So he used to throw another kids of city into water. Sma is here to make this sentence into past. Saha, he, Sagaraha, Asamanjah, Asamanjah, Vinodartham Nagarasya Anyan Balan Jale Kshipati Sma. He used to throw other kids into water. Mriyamadan, this is a continuous uses. Mriyamadan means while dying. Tan. So Tan means them. Drishtva. This is another participle you will read in next chapter. So while they were dying, like while seeing them dying, Ananden, this is Tritiya, by fun or by happiness, Hasati Sma Cha, and he used to laugh by seeing them dying happily.
Also.
Also is there, Cha is there. Evam, this way, Asamanja, Anekan Balan Amarayat. This way he killed many kids. So Tataha means from this. Janaha, people. Dukkhitaha, sad. Abhavan, this is again past tense plural. So te is they, those people. Janaha, Nripas Samipam Agachan. Nripasya Samipam. They came near to king. असमंजस्य दुराचारम अवदन. So of asamanja dur acharam. This dur is, what is this dur?
Visarga, upasarga. Du plus
Upasarga. Dur is a upasarga which is for bad things. Dur acharam. Acharam is the way you behave. Acharya. If you remember, acharya, professor, comes from acharam.
habit of bad habit. Like
Dur acharam means bad behavior.
bad behavior.
Avadan is plural of past tense. So those janah, they told to king. Tada, then Ripaha, king, Sachivan ahvayat. Then he called the secretaries or mantris. Putrasya vishayam avadat, and told about his son. Idanim kim karomi. Now what I should do. I, because karomi is verb for self. Iti, like this. Tan aprichat. Tan kan. Tan sachivan. So now what I should do, like this he asked his Sachivas, secretaries. Sachivaha avadan. So many Sachivas were there. They spoke or told. Prajapidakaha asamanjaha. This asamanja, who is giving problems or pain to our praja, bhavata, this is tritiya. Rajyataha nishkasitaha bhavatu, this is lot lakara ajya. So this type of asamanja, you from your kingdom it should be nishkasitaha. This is what we decided. Iti, this they told. Nripaha sachivanam nirnayam angikritvan. So what king did, he accepted the decision of Sachivas. Putram api asamanjam. Even though Asamanja was his son, Saha Nishkasitwan. He expelled from his kingdom. Aho Nyaye Nripasya Shraddha. So this is the king's belief in the justice. So Ataha, therefore, Sajjanaha Vadanti, good people tell, Tyajed Ekam Kulasyarthe. One should leave one bad fellow for benefit of the whole family or kula. Iti. So Sajjanaha Vadanti this way. Tyajed Ekam Kulasyarthe. So understood what was the story?
Yes.
So if you see this Shashti Sahasraputram, they also were not very good. So they went to Kapil Muni ashram, if you know the story, when they were doing the Ashwamedha Yajna.
Yeah. Pata Ganga.
Yes.
So Bhagirath brought Ganga to
Yes, Pajiska.
these 60,000 only, which are here. So now this question answer you ask yourself, write and send. We will do some Vyavahara here. Maybe 5 minutes extra I may take. So please bear with me. So these things you can, if somebody is there who can talk, it is better, or you can talk your own. Shikshakaha Granthalaye ke santi. Ke are plural. In Granthalaya, who all are there? Ke santi. Then Chhatra vadati. Granthalaye, in Granthalaya, in library. Granthalaya, you know, right? Grantha is book, Alaya. Alaya is house. So, book's house, or you can say that way, library. Now, Grantha Palakaha?
Librarian.
Librarian. Palaka means somebody who takes care. Grantha Palaka.
Librarian.
So, Granthalaye, Grantha Palakaha asti. In library, librarian is there. Balakaha, Mahilaha, Vriddhaha cha santi. So Shikshakah again pritchati. Bharatadeshe Mahapurushaha ke asan. Who all were the Mahapurusha in India? Asan, it is for past tense, plural. So Chhatra punah vadati. Bharatadeshe, in India, Ramakrishna Paramhamsaha asit. Samarth Ramadasaha asit. Ahalya Bai asit. Pandavaha asan. This is plural. Rishayah cha asan.
Also,
You understand? So Shikshakah Gate Bhanuvasare Bhavantah Kutra Asan. Gate means which is
last Sunday.
Past. Bhanuvasare Sunday. Bhavantah means you all. Kutra where. Asan where. So last Sunday where you all were. Kah karikramah asit. What function was there? तो छात्रः वदति गते भानुवासरे वयं रवीन्द्रकलाक्षेत्रे आस्म. आस्म is plural for past tense. उत्तम पुरुष वयम् आस्म. So we were in रवीन्द्रकलाक्षेत्र. वार्षिकोत्सवः आसीत्. Our annual day, annual function was there. शिक्षकः भवान् इदानीं कुत्र अस्ति? सर्वे छात्राः कुत्र सन्ति? So Shikshaka is asking, you now you are, where are you? Where are all students? So Chhatra is telling, Idanim aham shalayam asmi. Now I am in school. Vayam sarve shalayam smaha. We all are in shala. So what is taught here? How the as is the dhatu, verb root, is meaning. So now you see how it becomes asti santi for third person, second person it is asmi smaha. After reading this, you read this conversation again. So for third person past tense asit asan and first person asam asma. So for practice of these, that earlier sentences were there. Some other things are there. Api. Api is used for also, like Krishna phalam khadati. Krishna is eating fruit. Rama api phalam khadati. Rama also is eating fruit. Sah katham pathati. He is reading the story. Sah kavitam api pathati. He reads the poetry also. Iti, you already know what it means. In this way, thus. Like satyam vad dharmam chara iti Taittiriyopanishad vadati. Like this, Taittiriya Upanishad tells or speaks. Uttishtat Jagrat it Swami Vivekananda vadati. Iti, like this. Then eva, this also you know what it is here. So this is emphatic, means when you put some emphasis on some word, this always comes from after the word which you want to put emphasis on. Like Sah Annam Eva Khadati. He eats only grains. Grain only he eats. Sa Griham Eva Gatavati. She went to home only. Like that. So now I need to put emphasis on Griham. So after that I put Eva. If you move it na Eva, you put after Gatavati, then it will start emphasizing Gatavati. That she went only. Like that. So atah is there, that is therefore, that also, that is simple, you can do that. Cha is for samuchaya, means for and it comes mostly by practice. It is that whatever you want to write, you write them all, and at the end you will say cha. It will make samuchaya of all. So bala samskritam ganitam vijnanam cha pathati. So it is equivalent of Sanskrit and math and Vijnanam. In English, you see, if there are many, they put comma, comma, and last they put and. So it is like that, like Sanskrit, comma, Ganitam, and Vijnanam cha pathat. So here it is different. Yatah. Yatah is because. Sa upavasam acharati yatah adya ekadashi.
Because of
He is doing fasting because today is Ekadashi. Radha roditi yatah tasyaha udar vedana asti. Radha is crying because
her stomach pain.
She has udara stomach vedana pain. Like that. So Mahati Vrishti, change into past tense, change into present tense. This you can do and send. If any correction is there, I will do. So we'll do the Subhashita and then finish. So Tyajet ekam kulasyarthe. This you have seen in story already. So from here only that was in story. So in the story at the end he says here Tyajed ekam kulasyarthe. So here also is there. So for kulasya arthe means for kula, for your clan, tyajet ekam. If one is bad, you should shun him or her or something to save, protect your kula. Gramasya kulam tyajet. For interest or for welfare of village, if there is one family creating problem in village, then that family, you can leave that family and save the village. Tyajet, these are the vidhilingas verbs. They are for vidhi, means mandate. So they are mandatory kind of. Tyajet is from tyajati, whatever verb we know, leaving. So here also tyajet, same this word is there because of sandhi. This becomes da, and ekam. When it comes together, then that a becomes a matra here, like this. Gramam janpadasya arthe. So if a janpada is in, if a grama is creating problem for a janpada, which is collection of grama, then you should leave one grama. Similarly, atmarthe. So for your sake, for your atma sake, you should, or to know your atma sake, you should be ready to leave this worldly things. Prithvi means all the physical things you should be able to leave to understand the Atma. So this is the meaning of this Subhashita. So if we'll see the English one, an indiscriminate individual must be kept away in the interest of family. If it is in interest of village, a family must be sacrificed. A village may be abandoned for the sake of country. Janapada, he is translating as country because earlier days country Janapada only was used. One must leave the world for self-realization. Atma arthe prithvim tyajet. So Padaraksha was the answer for the riddle. Sandal. Qualities like vadatu.
Janapadasyartam, Atmartam is all, it comes under second vibhakti.
This is arthe. This
Which
is not
vibhakti?
kulasya arthe.
So it will become Saptami.
This should be Saptami.
Saptami. But it is in locative case. So how it will become Janapadas in the country?
Janapadasya arthe. No, Janapadasya is a Shashti. This before Kulasya, Gramasya is Shashti and Arthe is there, that is Saptami. So in the interest of Janapada. So Shashti is for Sambandha, for relation. So Janapadasya means related to Janapada. Then Arthe, there is a Sandhi here. So when we say collectively, then so Janapadasya Arthe. In Arthe means in sake or in interest of Janapadasya. In the interest of Janapada. Kulasya Arthe. Gramasya Arthe. Like that. Atma Arthe. Atma means self. Arthe, that becomes it, Dirgha becomes here. Now it is clear?
Astu Mahadev.
Okay. So Patitavanta Prabhati, this we had done in last class only. Yes. So with this, say for any chapter, if it is done, it doesn't mean now we have closed it. You can come back anytime. So once we finish everything, we'll try to revise if it is required. Otherwise, anytime questions we have, anytime it is opened. Okay. I took 10 more minutes. Sorry for that. We will finish it now. So thank you everyone for joining. We'll meet next Tuesday. ధన్యవాదాలు.
ధన్యవాదాలు.
నమస్తే.
శుభరాత్రి.